am Wesley.
I'm Victor.
And I'm Ashanti.
And we are going to review the best show on television called The Challenge, Season 36, Episode 5, Double Agents, entitled Skyfall. Now, for those of you wondering, who is this girl? Why is she here? What's going on? Girlfriend, explain yourself. Who are you?
First of all, my name is Ashanti Harris, and
Hi,
I
Ashanti.
am on Watch ACTV. Check me out, period. And I am a faithful watcher of The Challenge. So I know what's going on, and we finna get y'all to see right now.
It's very interesting because not only do we have the working and entertainment history with each other, but we found out that we both love Big Brother, and we both wouldn't mind being on Big Brother. I think if her and I were on Big Brother, it'd be a wrap because it'd just be a wrap. And we both found out that we love The Challenge. And we go back and forth we agree on so many things.
They both love Josh.
No, we don't.
Ooh.
But she doesn't like Ashley, and I like Ashley. I don't know why.
like Ashley.
Why?
I can't get with her attitude. It's too much for me. It's too much. She do too much. I feel like she need to humble herself too. She got kicked out and come back on like she the baddest queen. See, she was already gone.
All right, well, let's get into it. Last week, we had the most horrible situation happen with Fessy went in against Nelson. What are your thoughts about that?
I feel like Fessy is such a joke. Why would you do that to your friend? That don't make sense. Like you are enemy number one in the house right now because you messed over Casey, Anissa, Nelson, Corey. Like they coming for you. It don't make sense. I don't like it. I don't like this.
And so right after last week, we get into the house, and everybody who's anybody is wondering what Corey is going to do to Fessy. And Darrell and a couple of other people were telling Corey, hey, don't get too crazy. Don't act up because you here for the $1 million. Everybody knows Fessy is screwed up for what he did, but don't look foolish. But Corey cannot hold it back. He has to talk to Fessy. So what are y'all thoughts?
So, keeping it absolutely 100, Corey was upset. And he's like, you got my man out. I'm not going to talk like I normally talk in regards to
they are not in a relationship.
I didn't say that. I didn't even say that. I said I'm not going to talk like I normally talk because in the comments, you guys always have something to say. So, his best friend is out of the house and he's upset about it. And, he's upset. And he's ready to fight, period, point blank. And I respect it because, this man loves you so much that he gave you the opportunity and sacrificed himself. He played Jesus for you so that he could give you the opportunity to potentially win the money. You didn't win the money, but to give you the opportunity to win the money. And then now he's back in the game trying to compete again. And he's taken out by somebody who is his so-called friend. Man, he's upset. And I understand.
I think Corey, he snapped on him in the most respectful way. Let's just put it that way. I think he kept his cool, but it was still nah, you tripping, you wrong for that.
Old Corey would have blacked.
Yeah.
I think old Corey would have blacked.
He kept his cool.
Yeah, he got a couple kids now. He got a good old lady with him. I don't know if he engaged to the woman or not, but I know they got kids. I think they are married. But new Corey is real trying to get that W. He trying to get that W. So he not doing anything crazy. But honestly, I feel like he was a little bit too passive with Fessy. And then, the joke of every episode, Josh comes into the mix and he's like, yeah, man, you're real selfish. You're real selfish. So y'all put in the comments that Tori said, I don't know if it was on live or whatever, that Josh was putting on an act.
Josh is an act.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Fessy was saying when he called him out. He was like, you were scared, man. You didn't want to go down. What are you talking about? You're always scared every episode. So I think Fessy was calling him.
I really wanted to go down this time. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go down. I said I wanted to go down. I was already ready.
I think if Nelson would have went against Josh, it would have been a wrap. But Fessy, come on, August, come on now. Come on. Sit.
Josh is a hoe. He didn't want to go down for real.
Sit.
I feel like it was an attitude, bro, I really wanted it, and
No, you didn't. Because if you really wanted it, you would have had it. But at the end of the day, you were over there mad because people were calling your name in, and then now your name's not being called in. Now you want to pretend and act like you wanted to go down there when you don't get damn well you didn't want to go down there, and you weren't prepared to go down. You just started acting like that because you knew you weren't going down. Oh, I wanted to go down. No, bro, you didn't. Cut it out. But you won't see this because you're a chump and you already blocked this damn network, so you can't see this video in the first place. But
I think ultimately Fessy screwed himself by doing something like that so quickly. There are so many people still left in the game. It's like, why would you even do that? There are so many other guys that you could have potentially won against. What is the point of going against somebody that you claim to be your friend?
You don't have no
There was no logical reason for that.
Not at all. Not at all. And Corey was basically trying to figure it out, but there's no rhyme or reason.
I'm telling you what the rhyme or reason is. He saw the opportunity that he could go down there and beat Nelson, get his red skull, gold skull, whatever color it is this season, and he decided to go ahead and take it. Bump the fact that it was his so-called friend. He doesn't have friends in the game. It's him, the game, and the money that he's trying to get.
He's really playing it like the Big Brother players. Like, he's really like that backstabbing kind of thing. All the Big Brothers are really playing like that. I think the one thing that Casey has right is being low-key. She mastered that. She mastered that on Big Brother. That's how she got to the end. She's doing the same thing here. She is so low-key, so out of the way. Nothing. It is just crazy to me. But we move on to Amber B and the other rookies. They are like rallying against Tori because since Tori's been in the house, she's been saying that, you know, these little girls are layups and that they're weak and she wants to go against them. If put me in, she just wants to go against somebody weak. And so all the girls are like coming together to try to create this master plan. What do we think about the rookies?
So this is what I'm going to say. I feel like the rookies this season are like the Trump supporters, and they're rallying together to try, you know, to squirrel up, you know, a mutiny to get the vets out.
Figure it out.
They're trying to get the vets out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're trying to get the vets out, but they're not. They got one out tonight. I know I'm jumping ahead, but that's all I'm saying.
So Big T is a Trump supporter. Interesting.
No. I said the light. I said the. I wouldn't say
I think you
Big T's not a rookie. I'm talking about the rookies. I'm talking about the people that are coming in and they're working together.
No, the vets are the Trump supporters, and the rookies.
The rookies are the ones coming in stirring up all the shit.
Georgia is blue now, stirring it up.
Well, okay. I mean,
that's stirring it up.
I mean, you can flip it and say that.
That's a good perspective.
I'm talking about the Capitol.
I think the rookies are doing what they need to do because the rookies are always knocked out first. That's not fair. Y'all need to come in and do what y'all got to do and get the vets out because they the ones winning all the money. The rookies ain't gonna never win if y'all don't make big moves. Don't be scared of them.
These vets,
they lose just like everybody else.
The rookies been studying this season though.
Got to.
They've been studying because in the past, because I feel like Big T, she's gone back and she studied. She watched what she did in her last season.
This is a third or fourth season, so she's not necessarily a rookie.
No, I don't consider her a rookie.
Yeah, she's been in the mix, and so she gets it, but
she's still on the
she's
lower
still so
end.
green, though. She's still real green. I love Big T. I think Big T is awesome. I love her attitude. Anissa is comforted by Tori and Teresa. So Teresa's been in the game for a long time. Nisa has been in the game for a long time. Tori is like 5th, 6th, 7th in. And they have this kind of like camaraderie, like this sisterhood. You know, Anissa last season was so played by everybody.
Yeah, she was.
And so for her to come back and to say that she genuinely has some people that are riding for her, like, I think is dope. And yes, Anissa is doing quite well this season.
You know what I think it is? I think her hair is giving her confidence. Because her hair is laid this season. Every season you don't see no fuzz, no stick up. I'm just keeping it 100.
If that's what make you win, Anissa, keep going, girl.
Anissa always fly. Even in her skinny days, she was fly. At least Anissa fly.
She a beast.
Big T speaks to CT about going against Tori and Anissa. And CT is here for all of it. Why? Because CT was thrown to the wolves at the very beginning of this season by everybody.
And so want to get them
he don't care. So he's like, oh, you want to go against Tori and Anissa? Okay.
So he playing, but I found him to be really awesome.
CT has started to play that lay low game kind of too. I mean, he's still a target because he's like.
But that's because he knew. That's because he knew at the very beginning they threw his ass in at the very beginning. Right.
Can I ask you guys something? Do you guys think that Big T and CT are crushing on each other? Just a little bit.
I don't think it's one of those type of crushes. I think it's a relationship like.
What? I didn't say nothing about nobody being gay.
This dude always trying to hook people up. Like,
I don't think they.
I got three marriages under my belt, and they still together to this day.
That ain't got nothing to do with nobody on the challenge. Nobody on the challenge.
The spirit of the
Nelson and Corey is not gonna get married. Okay.
What?
He think Nelson and Corey are gay.
I didn't say that. No, I think that they have a bromance going on, and that they strongly
It's definitely a bromance.
Yeah, but it could be that and not be no funny business.
That's fine. But at the end of the day, let me be over here rubbing her hand like
you
this.
See this, you see this mug, right? This mug that he's drinking, right? That's it. So I don't think Big T and CT have anything going on. I think what it is that CT has been in the game. So.
What'd you say about the Johnsons?
I think that CT has been in the game so long, and he's seen the history that the rookies have had to go through. And you cannot hate on Big T. Like you can't. If you hate on Big T, you would be like the worst person ever.
Bananas did it though.
And no, I don't. I think it was just really fun and games, really. But I think that's where CT is with Big T. Like he wants to be like the big brother, sis. I got you. Let's go. Let's do it. And I think he wants to aid her in finally getting a win.
I think he sees a lot in her. Like you said, she got heart, she got passion, dedication. Like he sees.
Yeah, and he said that. He said that on the scene.
If you guys think that Big T and CT have a little love connection going on, comment underneath and just say what you think. Put
ones underneath this video if you think there's a love connection. Put twos underneath this video if you think it's just a partnership. That's how we're going to do that.
A great partnership has love in it, though.
Natalie gets sent home and everyone is blindsided. Corey is upset they don't get a reason. I'm really want to know what that was all about.
Why Corey's upset?
There's about why she had to go home. I mean, she said they said it was a personal matter, but
maybe she's pregnant.
I don't know what it is, and I'm curious, just like everybody out there.
She should at least walked out with some crutches or something.
Corey is wondering what's going on, and I'm wondering what's going on. Every week for the last 3 weeks, a girl has been DQ'd. And so there's always been a man's elimination. But TJ got hip to the game, and he was like, I'm not dealing with this no more. And he decided to say that there was a security breach. That's what they call it. And he brought somebody back to the game. Now, don't really like it. I'm loving it. Because I love Ashley. I think Ashley is great.
They should have brought old girl. With the black girl who's married to, what's his name? The guy who messed in stocks. Swaggy. Barely done with the challenge. Bailey or Davon.
Davon's done with the challenge too.
Right.
They both are willing to go back to Big Brother, but they're done with the challenge.
That's too much work.
I mean, it could have been anybody but Ashley. Y'all could call me.
Baby, look. You could have called Wes. I would have been at home supporting, cheering like, "Go, baby, let's go."
They had to call a girl.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Well,
y'all can call me.
Anyways, I like Ashley. I think she won. She won $1 million. She stole it from Hunter. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Can't get with her.
Jay and Teresa. Okay, so we get to the challenge where they're hanging off the cliff, and for me, I'm thinking that this challenge is not that bad. Mm-hmm. At least on the man's side, the women are the ones that have to try to hang on.
And thank
you. But I'm so shocked that Jay beat Nam, and at the same time, I'm still excited because the first heat, Jay and Teresa won. Jay held on to Teresa for a long time. The second heat, what do y'all think about Corey taking so long to get to Ashley?
Real quick, so I'm going to talk about the Jay versus Nam thing. So I feel like Jay is completely and totally in it. I feel like Nam is a little okay, what do you need me to do? You know what I'm saying? So, he's okay, I'm supposed to hold her up, so I'm going to hold her up, but
I think with Jay, it's a mind thing, you know? Because this ain't just a strength challenge.
He's in it.
It's a mental thing, too. Yeah. All of this stuff is mental, too.
Yeah.
So now, like you said, it's probably just like, oh, I'm stronger. I can do this.
Yeah.
But you gotta mentally be ready for
his stance, how he had the one leg out, was very interesting. How he was holding Teresa.
I don't understand why nobody laid on their stomach.
Why? Yeah.
Because I feel like there would be no grip holding you back.
I would lock complete. I would literally.
That would just be.
Like I would have been like this. We chilling on our
That just would have been your elbows. Yeah.
I would even hit like there.
If you could, yeah.
But your body would slide over.
But you still have your elbows on that edge, and there's a little bit of an edge. Elbows. Right, but at the end of the day,
you think your legs are stronger than your elbows? You don't think your legs are stronger than your elbows? Like your legs?
But no, they're literally squatting down. So all of this is strong, but you still got your knees are staying in one position that they're not used to standing. We will squat, even if somebody does squats all the time. You'll squat. But you still have to come back up. You don't sit in the squat. So they're sitting down in the squat for however many minutes, because they didn't say how many minutes that they were sitting there for, but they're sitting down in that. If you're laying down, you've got all of this body weight behind you laying back there, and you got their body weight hanging down there, and you locked in with the arm.
And the men are bigger than the women anyway, so it ain't like the women just like, oh, fall over.
Right, but they're all copycats, so everybody else squatted down, so then that's what they did, was squat down, but nobody laid on their stomach, and it would have made it a whole hell of a lot easier. But what do I know? I'm just sitting here on the couch talking.
I mean, you know. Fessy drops Casey. I was excited. I got excited by that.
It's messy this season.
Josh made a deal with CT at the end of the second heat.
CT don't care about Josh.
Really
Not
don't.
At all.
Really don't.
Not at all.
But Josh and Big T ends up winning. How do we feel?
Let's make a deal.
No, CT and Big T.
Big T, yeah.
What did I say?
You said Josh and Big T.
Oh, whoops. Woo.
No.
CT and Big T end up winning. How do we feel?
I'm cool with that. Like, cause Big T is, like I said, not a rookie, but still on the bottom totem pole. So I'm cool with, and then CT is in the ranks. So them coming together to win, and him just like, what you want to do? That's good on her end. So she can stay in longer. They got a big person out tonight. So I was cool with that.
I'm proud of Big T. I know that was scary for her.
You shed a couple tears, y'all.
No, I didn't. No, not this time. But
not this time.
No, not this time. But I have no problem with crying. Release or explode, one of the two. So release. If you guys are holding anything in right now, I'm giving you guys permission to release it. Go. But in regards to like Big T, she stayed in there, and then CT's a big boy.
And I'm like Big T look like she weighed like 60 pounds.
Right. There's he's just holding her. He's like, hey, what's up? How are you? You good? You know, she's like, I'm just gonna hold you by the top of your head. You'll be good. Your spine will be stretched out.
When CT was like, make your mean face, and she was like,
yeah.
I was like,
she can't even be mean to save her life.
Oh.
She be mean to you with.
Right.
I'm just gonna get you.
When Big T said that the first time she got into a physical altercation was when she fought with Anissa on the truck, I was like, what, girl? That's your first fight? Like, you can't be mad at Big T. You just can't.
Yeah.
Big T did not like, what's his name though? Her first partner.
She didn't.
No. I didn't like him either.
I didn't have a problem with him.
I thought he was alright.
He was not. He was just nonchalant.
He wasn't ready for the challenge.
He didn't know what he got himself into.
Right. Well, not coming off of America's Got Talent. Right.
Did y'all watch his performance?
Was it good?
What did he do?
He didn't sing. He rapped.
Okay. Was it decent?
He got an X, or did he get through?
No, he got the golden buzzer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was cute.
He won?
I teared up a little bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was cute.
Oh, okay.
It was cute.
Right.
But on the challenge, no.
Okay. Big T and CT win, and I'm just overly excited by it because again, when Big T is making her evil face, she's just smiling and looking cute. But it becomes a situation where she's now Queen of England, and she has all her peasants bowing down and kissing her feet. Tori herself is even kissing her hand. And so I just thought it was cute. I didn't have a problem with it. They got all upset.
Pour my drink. Thank you. Now, what does the queen want to do?
Right. She was here for it.
And as soon as she's not queen anymore, they're gonna kick her ass out for playing like that.
I don't think so. I don't think so because
they can't be mad at her.
yeah,
She won.
right. And it's like one of those situations where she hasn't won anything before, and now she's winning, and she's just a great person.
I think everybody was a good sport. They were really good.
Right. Even Tori was.
Right.
Tori was. Everybody was.
And
Now,
so she
if
got thrown
somebody
in.
else was to do that,
It would have been a problem. It would have brought a problem. It's because it's Big T. And so congratulations to Big T. I think Big T is awesome. Dope job. Big T, you made a big move, sis. A big move the first time you ever was able to, and you did it. You was not scared. You didn't back down. And I love Anissa, and I hate to see Anissa in bad predicaments. And it's unfortunate that Tori was so like guns a-blazing in this season. In the last couple of seasons, she was really like that though. And she always is getting knocked out right before. Like, so it's like Tori needs to humble herself.
She can't handle all of that.
I am so pleased with the outcome of the crater. I'm pleased because Tori do need to chill, sis. Because you was talking all that to that little girl, but the little girl's still in the house, okay? You're at home.
And didn't even break a sweat.
Didn't. And you couldn't even pull the thing down.
Listen, we get past Anissa crying, saying, crying to Teresa and Tori about, hey, I'm gonna be upset if we go against each other. They kind of called it out. They predicted it out. They're going against each other. Big T is like, this is what I want. CT is like, yeah, but I kind of made politicking moves with Lolo, so we'll see what it comes to. But at the end of the day, Big T decided to go against Tori. We'll have Tori and Anissa go against each other, and CT followed suit. I don't know why the hell Tori could not get that crate over. Something's just off about that. It's just off. I don't know. Like, I be feeling sometimes like the producers be like setting certain shit up to like further the storyline along. I don't know, but I can't see how Tori.
If she would have stayed in the game, it would have been against her and Amber.
She didn't think she was going in, and so because she didn't think she was going in, she was shot, which was the exact same thing that happened to Nelson, which is exactly
and
what
Wes.
And Wes, which is what TJ is expecting, and they're going against their friends, and they don't now.
I think Tori had the expectation that she was going in. I just didn't think Tori had the expectation that she was going in against her and Anissa. I think that's what like threw her off. And to be honest, like Cam said in the video, all 3 challenges, eliminations, friends are going against friends. Whether it's your friend deciding to go against you because they want to, like Fessy, or whether it's the people pinning you up against your friend, where Wes and Tori were both pinned up against their friend, and I feel like they kind of buckled under it all because they didn't want to defeat their friend. That's what I really feel like happened to Tori.
I'm asking the same question. If it was you and me going against each other, would you let me win?
No, I'm winning. I'm winning.
So if you and Chris are going against each other,
I'm winning. I see you when I get back.
Right.
I see you when I get back.
I'm not about to be like, oh, I can't. No, like we about to split the money anyway. So
I'm gonna see you.
I'm on TV. I gotta get the W. That's how I look at it. And I really think Tori psyched herself out. I really think that's what it was. Too, because she's a beast. As much, anybody can say anything they want about Tori. Tori is a beast, and I just feel like, just like with Wes, they psyched themselves out because they were going against
her. She did put up a good fight though. After she got it knocked over,
she ended up getting 8.
Listen,
and I was like, if Anissa would have lost,
the Karma Spirit guys was holding that thing back. Like, you not pulling this down. You talked all that. Nope. The Spirit
she
guys
mad because she a little girl. That's what it is. She mad.
And I go against Tori any day. On the challenge.
What she said.
Listen.
The Spirit guys was holding that thing back like, sis.
Listen, Anissa, you don't want a challenge. You don't want an elimination. You are a vet for a reason. Yeah. Anissa, I love you and I respect you, and you're just a good person. For you to endure what you did with Nani last season, how she got belligerent and drunk and like cussed you out and all that, it's ridiculous. Like, you are a G, and if I had a hat, I would go off to you. I I think it's great that Anissa won.
Yes.
I don't like the fact that she picked Fessy as her partner again.
She just
I
being
feel like
messy.
it's a karma. I feel like
get
she's
it.
doing it for a reason.
I get it, she being vindictive, but I'm like, sis, we need to get to the bag.
She said, so, shit.
Yeah, she did it for a reason, and I hope it's a smart reason behind it, so we can see the next episode. But
Right.
if you just did it just to be vindictive, I don't know if that was a smart move. sis.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But again, Leroy dropped her. So I feel like if it was Fessy, well, no, Fessy dropped KC. And KC ain't but, what, like 125, 135?
He didn't care. He didn't care. That's why he dropped her. Whatever. I'll have a new partner in a couple hours.
Or maybe it's because they realized that, for me, I feel like, I don't know. It depends on my synergy with my partner. If I know that the next thing is a girls' elimination, I'm really not giving it I'm not going to give it my, especially if it's a partner. Like Devin. Clear as day.
But that's different.
Devin was like,
But that's different. He don't like Tori. But if you
True.
get somebody that
Especially
you
like
cool
Casey.
with,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to still try to help you out.
so when you auditioning for one of these shows, Big Brother or it's a new year.
Okay, so I did my Big Brother audition a while ago and didn't get chose for it. My ex did, but he didn't even see the email, so he missed the whole interview. I have auditioned for Our Amazing Race. Y'all can hit me up anytime. The challenge, you can't even audition for that. You gotta be seen on the savage. I do savage races, but you gotta be seen on the Spartan races for those. I think Spartan races or something like that.
Or already be a
another TV
socialite
show.
type of thing, because that's where they casting them from.
I feel like you gotta be on another TV show.
Big Brother, I think I'm gonna audition this season. If I get picked, I'm gonna need you to hold the house down.
Let's do it. We can do our shoot.
Yeah, because I'm so dead ass. I would beast at that fucking game.
Let's go.
Period. Like challenge wise, I'll be at home. I don't know if you do it, but I'll be at home like pick that one. It's this one, and I'll be like booking it, and then a lot of these, I'll probably say that my worst thing would be endurance. I'm not the best at these, like, because they be sitting.
Start running.
They be sitting up on these shits for like hours, like
Right.
an hour and 30 minutes being unpassed. Stay stuck in this position, like.
So
I don't know about that.
If that's the mental part.
Stand squat right now for 30 seconds.
But all of the other stuff, we'll do it during the onesie party. All of the other stuff, I'm here for.
Well, that'd be a good little competition.
But even if you lose on the endurance, as long as you're in a good standing in the house.
Yeah, like personality wise, puzzles, stuff like that. Like I would murder Big Brother.
But you know, they really, majority of the time, or at least from the last season, I saw they changed it a little bit, but they only cast one gay person and one black person.
Right.
Started over again.
They did 3 black people, and then
It's gonna get to a point. You're right about everything that you just said. It's gonna get to a point where NBC realizes that they can no longer continue to do this, because last season it was a big deal, and it became this whole topic of debate with Devon and Bailey and David, and they like, oh, black people this, black people that, and then we had to hear the other guy talk about his race.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. Right. I think it was Pakistani or Indian or.
No, he was black and mixed with something.
Not the gay dude.
Oh, I was
the other, yeah, the other one. The one that came on with the vet. There were 2 vets. There were 2 seasoned vets,
I
and they
talking
came
about
on.
in the rainbow. He kept the bandana on.
No, that's the gay dude.
No, I'm talking about the. I want to say he's Pakistani, and he was with the white chick.
Oh, you're talking about he kind of had the brownish black hair.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
A little swoop over.
I can't remember his name.
He partnered with the white girl.
With the white girl, they were both vets from
Yeah.
like the prior season, and they both were targeted like right at the beginning.
Yep.
I felt like the casting was all right, but I ultimately feel like
Y'all can do better.
they were at a disadvantage because Bailey and Devon were at a disadvantage because the rest of the house was freaking white. Either way, though, if I were to ever audition, because I haven't yet, if I were to ever audition and get picked, I wouldn't feel that, oh, I'm the only black, because I'm winning. I'm winning, and it's just on period.
But it ain't it's like you
Period.
have no choice but to feel that way when you with a whole bunch of
household. Now, that would be my thing. I would
because
want
that's who they pick at first.
right, and I would want to like be partnered with. And I'm sorry we're talking about Big Brother, but it is what it is. I would want to be in a house with at least 2-3 other mixed people because I would make sure that they understand that this is what we have to do. Like
Right.
You guys, there's only one race, and that's the human race. So you going in there with the separation.
That's not how it is in Big Brother.
It's not.
But if you go in there with the understanding and the attitude that there's one race,
and I think the only reason why, well, I'm not gonna say the only reason because I didn't really watch the full celebrity thing, but I think one of the reasons why Tamar made it to the end is her overall package of what she brings and her personality. Now, I don't know if she was winning challenges and stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't watch that season. I was very shocked to find out that she won and that she was picked to win. But it's a true testament to her and who she is as a person. But you've never seen a black person win regular Big Brother. And it's
that's
just
what we need to do.
Yeah,
but Tamar Braxton she's.
She don't count. That was celebrity.
Well, I mean, I just say she does still count, but the only reason I say that is because of the fact that Tamar Braxton crazy enough that you really don't want to mess with her.
That's true.
To keep it 100, because she will tell all the tea on Good Morning
That's how
America.
Devon
but
was.
she was in the house. She was in the house with Lolo, and they was going at it with each other. Tamar and Lolo.
Who would win in the fight between Tamar and Lolo?
Lolo. I think Lolo will body Tamar.
I don't think so, because Tamar gonna take that wig off.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
Tamar is bona fide
You don't
crazy.
think so?
Tamar is bona fide crazy.
I don't know.
I think y'all need to make a season where y'all got a half racial mixture.
That would be amazing.
A third.
That would be
Asian,
amazing.
White, black, something. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Challenge.
No, on Big Brother.
I mess with y'all.
Yeah, on Big Brother. No, because
I feel like
and the last thing I'll say about Big Brother, and I haven't spoken to her about it, but when Davon thought that David betrayed her, and Nicole made her. Well, she didn't make her, but Nicole put it as so that Davon would go against David, and she did that on national TV, and it's like a white person made a black person go against another black person on TV. That is horrible.
It's bad.
But girls don't work for it.
But the thing is, let me tell you, David, when him and Davon first got into it, they was acting so nonchalant. I hated it.
I get it, but
Davon had no choice but to think maybe he is betraying me again.
I get it, but at the same time,
if you playing that game and I already done did something wrong to you, and this white person come over here and tell you,
anybody come over
here and tell you, look, she already did this. Now you know she did this too. Blah blah blah. You ain't got no choice but to second guess it. I already done did something.
I get it, but again, that was the year, and it. I don't see anything changing. Black Lives Matter, and you have to be in a position where I think it's worse. I would rather, for me, I'm just saying this for me. Davon can feel how she want to feel. For me, I would rather look like a fool putting my faith in another black person than look like a fool putting my faith in a white person that has me on TV betraying a black person. That's horrible. And Nicole just sitting there chilling like, oh, whoop-de-whoop. And she ain't even thinking about it from a black perspective.
And she not going to.
And she not. And it's just, it was fucking horrible.
I think that's what got me, the fact that Davon had that personal conversation with it.
Right.
And Nicole was just like, I'm gameplay.
Right.
I don't care about what you going through. I'm gameplay. That's it.
Who ended up winning Big Brother?
I don't even know. I stopped watching it.
The dude Cody won.
Did.
Yeah.
Right. Cody was the snake of the whole show.
He wasn't.
Wow.
He wasn't actually.
I mean,
he didn't backstab nobody. He didn't do anything.
He was friends with everybody.
He held his alliance. He was mutual with everybody, and he just held his alliance, and he beasted. That's what you had to do. And I was so mad at Bailey and Davon because they was not winning shit. Like you could be a partnered group all throughout this, but if you are not winning nothing, you have no leg to stand on. And Cody was beasting, and anytime he was put up against the challenge, he won.
What about the conversation that they had with Tyler?
Tyler.
Y'all need to do a Big Brother show. Go ahead.
When it comes back on.
Go ahead and review.
When it comes back on. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. Follow your girl on what? How can they follow you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Ashanti Harris, not the THE, the Ashanti Harris. Don't do that. I ain't that ghetto, okay? But the Ashanti Harris, follow me, hit me up.
All right, and how can you follow you?
I am _ Victor Alexander. Hey, and by the way, you guys, if you're in Atlanta and if you're not in Atlanta, make sure you are tuning in to the live launch party for the WatchACTV.com app. We're so excited about it. Wes has more details on all of that stuff because he handles all of the links and things.
Yeah, we'll be live Saturday. Saturday from 5 to 8. We'll be live on YouTube via ACONNECTIONTV. So definitely tune in to see what we've all been working on. She's an awesome actress.
Yes.
And that guy in the back played in Magic, which has over 40,000 views. So go follow Chris. He's going to be on a live set on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be litty like a motherfucking titty. And thank y'all for watching.
And happy Father's Day to all my Sarais.
Happy Father's Day.
Did I say it right? Was it right?
No, hers is ski with ski.
Are they playing with me right now?
What is it?
No, it's
This is the joke. This is
What
for
is it?
No, I know.
Don't you do it. Oh my
That's
God.
what it is, right?
It's time to go.
That's my clap.
Oh, it's time to go.
What is it though, bro? I don't know.
No, it's ski with.
That's
what
what
they
I
be
said,
doing.
but she told me I was wrong.
I can't believe I'm here with you both. I've read so much about you in the news over the years.
Oh, good things, I hope.
No, not at all. How's your son doing?
Look, we're not here to talk about my son, but he's graduating soon. So that's how my son is doing.
Meow. Kitty has claws, I see.
And a gun. So don't fuck with me, Junior.
Okay. Mrs. Del Colombo, how are things going with your husband?
Fine.
He isn't still in hiding, is he?
Yeah, I can't do this.
Alexa, play Miami by Will Smith.